This is the book Colour and Light by James Gurney. Now, this is a guide for realist painters. So is it any use for us as modelers? Is it actually worth buying? Will it actually help you level up your painting? Or will it just look very pretty on the bookshelf? Well, today we're going to review it and let's find out. So in summary, unlike many other books you may find, or ironically YouTube videos, this book is not a step-by-step guide or a tutorial into how to mix colours, for example, or a particular painting technique. Instead, what this book is all about is the author, James, really describing the principles behind how our eyes perceive both light and colour in reality, and then how we can apply that to our artwork. But also he makes you think. So he asks questions like, what colour is moonlight? Or how does light change through a day? And how is that going to affect the story that we tell through our painting? Now, I'm not going to cover the answers here for, well, spoilers, basically. But there are several moments in this book that are literally jaw-dropping. It's like, you read it and then it's like, I had never thought of that before. And then once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Now, this book has over 200 beautifully illustrated pages, but also the quality of the book is very good as well. So the paper is thick enough to stand up to years of kind of flicking through it and trying to find, going back and checking something, and also using it as a reference point in the future. Now, what did I learn from this book? The thing is, I'm coming at this from a very different angle. I'm coming at it from a modelling angle, which is 3D rather than the traditional 2D. And the first time I really came across this book was when it was mentioned in a Trevelyan video. Now, if you haven't come across the Trevelyan channel, then I'll put a link down in the description. And if you haven't seen it, then it's worth checking out because he's an amazing artist and teacher. Now, having seen it mentioned in one of his videos, I went and got it and started reading it. And whilst it discusses a lot of, at times, very technical things, but it is written in a way that's very easy to read, and therefore you can get your head around it quite easily. So while you may have guessed that I really love this book, it's not perfect. So what is its strengths and weaknesses? Well, for one, it is written for traditional 2D artists, so therefore some elements of it are not really going to be applicable to what we do. So for example, it's talking about painting sky panels or colour scripting when you're looking at comics or illustrated books, for example. Now, the second weakness is that you actually need to think about it. Now, that may sound a bit strange, but what I mean is that it's designed and written for a 2D artist. But what it does do, it explains the theories behind it really, really well. So you then need to take that knowledge and then look at how you're going to apply it to a 3D model. And to be fair, that can be a bit of a learning curve in itself. But what does this book do really, really well? Well, me personally, I found it really easy to read. Now, yes, some of this is really technical. And as I go along my painting journey, then I'll be able to go back, reread it and gain and learn more from it. So yeah, I would say that it is suitable for beginners all the way through to advanced painters. Now what helps with this is that it is beautifully illustrated. So it's not just pretty paintings, pretty pictures, but the images really help you understand the points that are being made. Now, one of the biggest strengths of this is, yes, as I said, it is designed and written for 2D artists, but explains really well what to look for, but then how to translate that into your artwork. Or in other words, it helps you take that theoretical knowledge and then apply it to the scenario and the model you're working on at that time. So, would I recommend this book and should you get it? Well, that depends. Well, if you are not worried about telling a story with your model, or if you want a step-by-step guide, then this book is not for you. However, if you are wanting to tell a story with your model, and this could be any genre, any scale, then this could be of some use. I'll recommend A, getting a copy, but then actually reading it and keeping it to hand as a reference point. Now, years ago on a course I was on, a very wise lecturer once said to me is that first of all we learn what to do. So for example, the step-by-step tutorial. Then we learn why we do it, and then how we can adapt that to a different situation in the future. And finally, we learn how to do it with style. It's all about doing it with style. Now, if you're coming at it from the right angle, potentially this book could help you on all three stages as you go along your painting journey. Now, yes, I bought this book myself and I use it all the time. If you think this could also be useful for you, then definitely check it out. And I've put some links down in the description for you. And I've also put a blog as well as a quick summary on flyingravenstudios.com. Now I really hope that helps, and if so, please hit the like button. And if you did enjoy that, you're probably going to like this video right here, and I'll see you there.